Hi, I'm Ed Kelley, editor of The Oklahoman. Do you agree with me that we have way too many bridges in Oklahoma and elsewhere that need to be fixed, even torn down? If so, how much more would you, as a taxpayer, be willing to pay? That, folks, is the rub. Ever since the bridge collapse in Minneapolis, there's been plenty of talk in Washington and elsewhere for an increase in the federal gasoline tax. The tax has been 18.4 cents per gallon of fuel since 1993. The federal tax pays for most of the needs for highways and roads in this country. But critical infrastructure needs, not just in Minnesota, but with the Crosstown Expressway here in Oklahoma City, mean the gas tax at some point might not be able to cover all the problems. That's why some politicians are talking about raising the gas tax. A congressman from Minnesota, James Oberstar, suggests hiking it by 5 cents for each of the next 3 years. Oberstar chairs the House Transportation Committee, so his idea carries weight. Oberstar is not alone. The Wall Street Journal reports a hike in the gasoline tax has attracted an odd lot, from road builders to environmentalists to economists, including former Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan. But the idea isn't going very far so far in Oklahoma's congressional delegation. This week I asked 2 Oklahoma politicians who work on transportation issues in Congress if they favored a gas tax hike to pay for infrastructure repairs. Senator Jim Inhofe said no to my question pretty emphatically. Representative Mary Fallon said the same thing with similar emphasis. Both Inhofe and Fallon have President Bush on their side. The president opposes a gas tax increase, saying Congress ought to spend funds generated by the tax more wisely and not on pet projects favored by individual members. Even in Minnesota, the site of the latest infrastructure tragedy, some 60% of folks in a recent poll opposed a gas tax increase. If that's the case in a blue state like Minnesota, I can't believe it'd be any different in a place like Oklahoma. But public opposition hardly means our critical road and bridge problems, like here in our state, are going to go away.